Bruh. I need a minute, y'all. I need a minute. Do y'all know how serious this is right now? Yo, we finally got them in the MCU. The mutants are coming, y'all. X-Men. The X-Men. Let's go in Avengers Doomsday. I cannot wait to see the X-Men. Woo! Bruh. I was waiting ever since they announced they was dropping this trailer last week on Tuesday. I'm like, you know what? I gotta hurry. I cannot wait. While I was at work, I had to make sure I didn't watch none of. I can't even talk, bro. I'm so excited. Before we diving into this trailer, Renzo Gang, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a fat thumbs up, and all my Marvel fans out there. We ain't talking with we're not talking about DC right now. We're talking about strictly Marvel. Are y'all ready for the X-Men to finally make their grand entrance? The X-Men are finally in the MCU. Bruh, I'm ready to see freaking Cyclops, Omega level mutants. I'm ready to see Storm, Magneto, Nightcrawler, Gambit. We already got my boy Wolverine. I ain't worried about Wolverine and Deadpool right now. I'm ready to see. Let's dive into Renzo Gang. I'm through talking. Let's go. And I want to hear the music. Dun 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 dun. Let's get it.
Death comes for us all.
Yo!
That's all I know for sure. The question isn't, are you prepared to die?
Charles, is that you?
Is, who will you be when you
Professor X! Oh! Magneto got the long hair! He's got the long hair! Yo! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Magnus. Yes! Woo! Let's go! Oh, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The X-Men are here! Woo! Ah! December 18th, baby. I think my voice is gone a little bit. And on top of that, he got the iconic suit. Not the all black one. We talking about the blue and yellow suit. Yo. X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, the new Avengers, the Wakandans. Avengers Doomsday probably is going to go down as one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. Something tragic is going to happen in Avengers Doomsday. I cannot wait until the full trailer drop. The full trailer is going to be dropping Super Bowl day. Renzo Gang. I'm sorry for yelling for my headphone users. I apologize. But do y'all know how long we've been waiting for the X-Men to finally be a part of the MCU? Because right now, we're going through the multiverse saga. And then I think after the multiverse saga, we're going to the mutant saga. Don't get me wrong. I love the Avengers, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. Before the Avengers and before the whole MCU thing, I was always Spider-Man. Like when it came to Marvel comics, Spider-Man was my number one. Then after Spider-Man, it was the X-Men. Then after X-Men, well, technically X-Men and Blade, even though we didn't know that Blade was a comic book character back in the day, but X-Men, Spider-Man, X-Men, Blade, Daredevil, um, then the Hulk, and then the Avengers. That's me. But oh my God, we finally are getting the X-Men. Scott Summers, I don't know who that was. He was mad at, but for those of you that don't know, now, okay, growing up, a lot of us were actually Cyclops fans before we were Wolverine fans. Like, I'm gonna just keep it real. I was a Cyclops fan before I was a Wolverine fan. Wolverine, he just became the most popular, but Cyclops is an Omega level mutant, just like Professor Xavier, just like Storm, Gambit, Magneto. I think Rogue too, if I'm not mistaken. And then this one right here for the X-Men, we're gonna get Magnus, aka Eric, aka Magneto, Charles Xavier, Mystique, Gambit, Nightcrawler, and Cyclops. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Wolverine's gonna show up, but with Deadpool. I think he is gonna be there because Hugh Jackman is supposed to be him and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is supposed to be like fighting together. And they're gonna have like a huge role because they're gonna have a huge role in Secret Wars as well. I've been doing my research, y'all. I've been doing my research. So yeah, like I was not trying to come into this naked. I wanted to make sure that I did all my research for this trailer before the whole movie dropped. I did all my research. Of course, I read the comics and then I follow another channel on YouTube that breaks down like certain comics instead of instead of going through the whole entire catalog. They break them down so you can also get them in chunks and sections. But I love the Avengers, but X-Men, I'm ready for the X-Men. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get a little preview of Avengers versus the X-Men in Avengers Doomsday. Because we are going to get certain, fights in Avengers Doomsday. Like, for example, we're getting Dr. Doom. He's going to be fighting Mr. Fantastic, Captain America. I don't know which Captain America. I don't know if it's Steve's or Sam's Captain America. And Cyclops are going to be fighting Doom. Mystique is going to be fighting Yelena. For those of you that know who Yelena is, she's, Natasha Romanoff, aka the Black Widow's sister. She was the main character from Thunderbolts, if y'all don't know who that is. Gambit's supposed to be fighting Shang-Chi. That's a fight I'm kind of willing to see. Then they also said that Gambit is supposed to be responsible for Ant-Man's death in Avengers Doomsday, and Thor is supposed to avenge him. So I don't know how true that is, but I will say we're going to get a lot of crazy fights and a lot of crazy team-ups in this. I cannot wait. I'm excited. Obviously, as you can see, I'm excited because the way I just screamed y'all heads off in this with watching this trailer. It was crazy. I'm mind blown, y'all. I'm mind blown. Like, this is insane in the membrane. Yo, Renzo Gang. I ain't mean to scream that loud, y'all, but I'm sorry. Like, I'm an X-Men fan. Before the Avengers, before Iron Man and all of that, I was an X-Men person. So, and then we finally, they're finally here. We first got a glimpse of it when we had Charles Xavier when he came in the in Doctor Strange's movie, The Multiverse of Madness, when Wanda killed him. We also had Beast at the end of Captain Marvel movie, the Marvels. We also, of course, Deadpool, Wolverine, Sabretooth and all them in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. And now we're actually getting the full mutants. We're getting Magneto, and we're getting the older version. Like We're getting Ian McKellen, who's the first Magneto. Patrick Stewart, the first Professor Xavier. James Marsden. I'm sorry, in my opinion, James Marsden, that's Cyclops. No disrespect to the younger Cyclops, but James Marsden, that's my Cyclops. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I like both the old and young versions of Magneto and Professor Xavier, and I hope James McAvoy's Charles Xavier and Michael, I can't pronounce his last name, I hope they show up in Avengers Doomsday as well as variants. If not in that, Secret Wars. But James Marsden, that's my Cyclops. We got Alan Cummings, Nightcrawler from X2 X-Men United. Of course, we only got Hugh Jackman, of course, and that's Wolverine. But and we also got Henry Cavill as a variant, so that's interesting. The one and only Ryan Reynolds, the only Deadpool, of course. Who else? Channing Tatum is Gambit. I ain't gonna lie, Channing Tatum, he really did good as Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine. I did like the other Gambit from X-Men Origins Wolverine, but I love Channing Tatum because he's actually comic accurate. Oh, oh my God, bro. And then we're actually getting the iconic suits. Not the black ones, the iconic yellow suits. Cyclops looked freaking amazing. As you can see, I have my shades on, even though they're not the ruby flame, the ruby, sunglasses, but I still wanted to represent. Renzo Gang. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed this reaction video, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And if you're ready for another trailer to drop, and another trailer that's going to be dropping for the Avengers Doomsday is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, the Fantastic Four along with the Wakandans, the Black Panther and the Fantastic Four. Oh, shout out to Damson Idris, the guy that plays Franklin Saint from Snowfall. He is now cast as, I think, T'Challa, the new T'Challa. R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman. Yo, this is about to be insane. We have 11 more months until Avengers Doomsday. Renzo Gang, I love y'all. I will see y'all next time. Dun 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 dun.